Welcome everyone to Foster Friday Live. My name is Sarah Barr and I am your host again this week. We are so glad that you're joining us today, and I'm really thrilled to be speaking today to a foster and adoptive parent, also named Sara. We have two Saras today, and so we are going to jump right in. Sara, tell us a little about your family and how long you've been fostering.
Sure. So, first of all, thanks for having me. Like Sarah said, my name is Sarah. My husband Chuck and I have been fostering for almost 3 years now. I like to say that my children have been fostering as well because we have three biological children that are a huge part of all of this. We have had 7 kids come through our home, several that have reunified, several that have gone on to kinship, and then we just adopted in November our 2-year-old, and we currently have a 16-month-old placement.
Wow.
We're
So
busy.
busy.
Yes, very.
So what has the journey been like for you so far? What are some of the ups and downs you've faced?
You know, um, it's been a blessing. It's been the biggest reward that I've ever had in my life, but also the biggest challenge. The hardest part, and it's ironic today actually, the hardest part is saying goodbye to these children and not knowing if you're ever going to see them again or hear from them again. And if they're just going to remember your love and everything that you did for them. And actually, today, a year ago, our last foster daughter went home, and unfortunately, we haven't heard from her or seen her. So we just hope that she's doing well with her dad. He did what he was supposed to. So that's definitely hard. That's definitely a struggle. The best parts are relationships that I've built for sure. We got into this because I love being a mom. That was my calling, and I wasn't ready to be done. Um, and my goal was to be the bridge for these families while their parents did what they needed to do. And our first foster daughter went home a little over 2 years ago, and we are still in their life. It was very, very important to me to build relationship with the bio family. And so her mother and father and I have a wonderful relationship. In fact, 2 weeks, well, it's been 3 weeks ago now. I was at the hospital with her mom while she was having her second baby. So I got to be her support in the hospital in the first 24 hours. It was
That is
really,
amazing.
yeah, it's really a blessing. And, I have grown up, I've been so blessed with a really tight knit, close family that's always been there to support me. And I just really want to be able to be that for these people that unfortunately don't have the support that they need. Um, and I'm grateful for her for taking that support and understanding that I'm just somebody else in her life that loves her daughter. And so we still get to see her every other week, and it's wonderful. I can't say enough how important I think it is to build relationships with the biological parents when it's healthy and appropriate.
Absolutely. What a beautiful story. And
Thank
for her
you.
to invite you to be present for that birth shows, obviously you've expressed to us how important she is to you, but how important you've become to her. It's amazing.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
it's truly life-changing, lifelong impact that you're making for that family. That's
Thank
wonderful.
you. Thank you.
Mhm.
It's been fun.
Any other ups and downs?
So I have a huge village of other foster mamas. We now have monthly get-togethers. The ladies, our group always continues to grow, and it's just a wonderful place for us to get together and um, laugh and cry and yell and scream and have a glass of wine and eat chocolate and do all the things. And I definitely, definitely wouldn't have gotten through these last years without them. Friendships that I will continue to carry with me for the rest of my life, regardless of where I am in my foster journey. So that has been a huge, huge up for me.
And
Um,
these are friends that we otherwise, without fostering, likely would never have met.
Correct. Absolutely. I never would have met them. I've, met them either at trainings or at events that have been put on by different organizations here in our community. So definitely not somebody I would have met. And absolutely people that have, come into my path for a reason. So it's been great.
So, the waiting and uncertainties that we face as foster parents can be
Yes,
pretty tough to work through.
they really
Um,
can.
is there anything in particular that you've done to fill those periods of waiting just to push through, or any advice you have for other parents who are currently in feel like they're stuck in this period of waiting?
Right. Well, I mean, unfortunately, there's not a lot we can do, right? I mean, it kind of is what it is. So I just try to fill my time with, well, I have 5 kids, so I'm very busy. But, I mean, just reassuring yourself that, you're here, you're waiting, you've done what you need to do, you're continuing to do everything that you can do, and it's all about the timing. And, I mean, I think everything happens kind of when it's supposed to. Um, Again, my village comes into play because I will talk with them about, am I crazy for thinking that, this should have happened sooner, or, that whatever. And I actually follow a lot of different um, pages on Facebook where, it's just community of people all over that have the same kind of questions, or, concerns and weights and worries. And there's always wonderful, I mean, no story is the same. So somebody's always got an answer um, to something that you may not even know that you were waiting or, searching for. So I really think it's important to reach out and to use the resources that you have. Ask, if you have a question, just ask whoever you think can help you. And if they can't help you, they'll point you in the right direction. And I'm definitely a firm believer in, you know, using the people in my circle to help me get where I need to get. So
And thanks to social media, those
yes,
circles are
absolutely.
so broad now.
Absolutely. Especially this last year. I mean, everything's done in front of a camera now. So, and on social media and Zoom, and yeah, you learn a lot that way.
Now, your experience has, I know, taught you a lot, and there is a special quote that you have. I'm hoping you'll share with our viewers that quote and explain it to us, what it means to you.
Sure. Yeah. So, like I said, we got into this to care for these children, of course, and give them the love and the consistency that they need, but also to help, um, the biological parents in any ways that we could help them. And so, I see this quote that goes, pops up to me every now and again, and it just rings true to the how passionate I am about that relationship. It says, the birth parents we struggle to show grace to today were likely the kids 20 to 30 years ago we would have considered it a joy to foster. It's unfortunate. The foster system is very generational. And I struggled in the beginning to find grace. And I'm human. I still find myself struggling at times. But when you really look at that and sit back and think that these moms and these dads and, you know, these parents were potentially in the same spot 20 or 30 years ago, and they've never really had the support, the person, the help that they needed to, get through that. And really, like this says, just be shown grace. So that's important to me. I preach it all the time to people that, are in my position. I know that, the number one goal in foster care is reunification. And if you go into it with that mindset, um, I feel like it's a little bit easier. It's never going to be easy on the heart when the kids leave. But, if you can build that relationship, then they won't necessarily leave your life. They'll leave your home, but they'll always be in your life. So
Right. Yes,
that's what
we
I
hope
try to
so.
live by.
That's beautiful. That's
Yeah.
wonderful. I know the first time I meet a bio mom or a bio dad, I just always wonder, what role models they had,
Right.
and, how few people have really been trying to lift them up,
Right.
right?
Right.
So if we can step into that role as a mentor, or just restoring some hope and giving them some value that they absolutely deserve, that's a really critical role that needs to be filled by foster parents, I think.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, they need to know that they're loved too,
Mhm.
and that they're supported, and
And that
we
we're on
don't
their side.
we're
Yeah.
on their side. Yeah, because oftentimes they think that we're the bad guy,
Mhm.
rightfully so. But you know, everybody makes mistakes, and I just try to be that person that shows that it's okay to make mistakes as long as our older foster kids that come in, we call it doing their homework. Their parents have to do their homework. So as long as you do your homework, you get it turned in.
That's
you'll,
right. That's a
you'll
good
get that
analogy.
A. You'll get that A+ at the end. So
Right, right.
yeah.
And what a big A plus it is, right?
Yes, absolutely.
So we have time for one final question.
Okay.
What is saving your life right now?
That's such a loaded question. I think, at the end of the day, um, every day at the end of the day, my husband and I sit down and we talk about our day and how it's gone. And, just the family and the support, prayer. My kids, my biological kids are incredible, incredible, incredible humans. They show me things every single day. So I think just trying to, just take things in stride, not sweat the small stuff, and really just reach out to the people that make me happy.
That's wonderful.
And a
Great
glass of
advice.
wine here and there.
That's exactly right. A little chocolate and a little wine. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
thank you so much for joining us today, Sarah. I know that this conversation will help potential foster parents and particularly new foster parents and veteran foster parents. We're all in this. We're all in this together, and all our experiences are different. So, to our viewers, thank you so much for joining us today. We will see you again next week, back here on Friday, Foster Friday Live at Friday at noon.
Thank
Thank you.
you. Bye bye.